Hello and welcome back to Learning with Healy. My name is Duncan and today we're going to show you how to install the Healy app. Now this is the Healy app that you're going to run your programs with, and it's called the Healy Pink App because it's got a pink dot in the corner. So to start off, we're going to go into our App Store, and once that opens up, all we need to do is just search for the name Healy. Now when you're looking for the Pink app, the best thing to do is just search Healy, and it will just be the first app that's available to you, and you can see that in the top left hand corner. So as you can see, I've downloaded it before when I was testing. I'm just going to download it again. Now this is only a small program, so it doesn't take too long to download. At this stage, it doesn't have your frequency packages into it until we get it connected to our device. So now that it's downloaded, we can now open up that application. And you're going to get a few notifications. So would I like Healy to send me notifications? I definitely would. And then it can notify me when programs finish or there's an update or something along those lines. Then once that loads, you're going to get a couple of disclaimers from Healy themselves. So make sure that you read through those and that you fully understand the disclaimers. And then it's going to ask us if we want to connect it to Bluetooth. Now, obviously we do. So the Bluetooth is going to be the connection of how the iPad talks to the Healy device. So I'm just going to enable that. And now it's looking for our device. So I'm just going to switch our device on. I've got it just here. So I'm just going to hit the power button so it boots up. And then it's going to ask us to either enter our serial number or scan the QR code. At this stage, I'm just going to enter the number. I know my number. You can just scan the QR code that is on the back of the device itself. And then that's my serial code that's on the back. Actually, no, it's not. Give me 1 second. So that's my code. Now I'm just going to hit connect. And my device is now connected. Now what you'll notice here is that there are actually no programs available. If I do click on the programs, you can see that there's only that one. If I click on it, it's not really going to do anything. So what we can do is we can go back into the menu in the top left hand corner, and then we can go to the settings option. And then within the settings option, we've got an option that says check for updates, and this one's found that update automatically. So I'm going to click OK. So what that's going to do now is that's going to link to my account in the Healy cloud, and then it's going to download the frequency packages that I've got with Healy. So this generally doesn't take too long. It will depend on the speed of your internet. So there you go. The update's been completed. So we can now click OK, and we can now see the full range of programs that I've got available. So if my Healy's just turned itself off. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so now you will notice if you're running this on iOS, so an iPhone or an iPad, there is a couple of glitches within iOS 14. Generally, most of these can be solved by just exiting the app and then reloading it and then reconnecting the device. So I'm going to try that now. So with an iPhone or an iPad, if you just double click the home button, it will put your programs in a list like this, and then you can just scroll them upwards to close them. And then you can just click back on the Healy app, turn back on your Healy device, and they should connect together. Okay, we just got the disclaimer again. Now it's trying to connect. So it's connected into my device now. So now if I want to take a look at the programs, these are the gold cycle programs. And then by just clicking through, we can see all the different programs that I've actually got for my Healy here. And as you can see, I've got the resonance, so there is a lot of programs in here, and there's even more frequencies inside the resonance app once I download that. So you can see that's all the programs I've got. I don't have the therapist programs. But if I wanted to run a program, once I've got my Healy device connected, all I need to do is click on a program and then click on the start button. So what that does is that transfers the information from the iPad to the device, and it's just telling the device which program it's going to run and which frequencies it's going to use. So this generally only takes a couple of minutes. Now, while you're doing this, you can put on your wristbands. If the program you're using uses wristbands, of course. There are some that will use the ear clips, and there are some that you don't need any connection at all, things like the general protection programs and things like that in the Meridians. Okay, so again, this looks like it's got stuck to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to exit the app again. And then I'm just going to reload the app. They are currently working on having these glitches fixed, like a lot of softwares that use iPhone and iPad, and have now been programming to equate for iOS 14. So again, now it's loaded. I'm just going to go back into my program and just do that start again. You can see that it automatically connected to my device because I switched it on. Now it's just going to load through, and while it's doing that, I'm just going to get my clips out. And we're just clipping these into the wristbands. Like so. And now you can see the program's running. Now, when the program runs, it will always start at 15%. And I'm just waiting for the indicator bar to start up, which does after a few seconds. Okay, so here we've got the indicator bar there. Now, with the indicator bar, you can see that it's currently showing a black signal. So if I let it run, it would just have a black line after the red dot. This basically means that it doesn't have a good connection to my body. So I'm just going to clip all these in now. And then also as well, I'm just going to turn it up and make sure I've got a good connection. So I'm just pressing on my wrists. There you go. So now you can see it's gone white. So now I've got a good connection within my system. So I've actually turned it up to 70%. I can turn it down. They do advise that when you first get your Healy, you should probably only run 2 programs a day at around 50% for the first 7 to 10 days. Then after that, you can go up to 3 programs, and then you can run it at what percentage you want. So that's our session today with Learning with Healy. I hope that you've learned something, and we hope you visit us in our next video. Thank you very much.